Hello everyone, this is Double Wide 6 and this is my gas air compressor, and if you're following my videos I have a blue one over here that I'm not going to go ahead and repair. It's just going to require too much money and too much work. So what I'm looking at today are the original engines that were on these compressors. So if we take a look here up on the bench, this engine here has no compression whatsoever. The cylinder was filled up with like dirt and debris and it was all scratched up. So this engine's pretty much shot. And this engine, it didn't have compression, but I popped the valve cap. It had a stuck valve, and now it does have compression. It's about 90 psi. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the tank. I already took the pull start from this motor and put it on here because it had a broken pull start, and this carburetor, something's cracked underneath it, I saw. So I'm going to switch up and swap some parts and just try and get this engine in good running condition. So that's today's project, and these are Honda GX160s, so they're about a 5 horsepower Honda engine. And here'd be an example of a really dirty carburetor. This is the worst carburetor that I have ever seen in my life, and it might be the worst one I ever see in my life, hopefully. So you can see that this is in really bad shape, and this came off the gas air compressor, the blue one that I couldn't get working right. So yeah, I don't know, that machine was apparently neglected. You might have noticed that this engine might look a little different, has a different color gas tank. What I was doing was I was switching out some parts from one engine onto another. So if we look over here, I have another engine that had no compression, and it had a bad fuel tank that was all rusted out and it was missing a few parts. What I've done is I've taken those two engines and I put them together to make one that hopefully works. So here's what I knew getting into this. Basically, before I did anything, I checked the compression on this engine. It had 90 psi compression, which was good, and I also checked the engine for spark. It had good spark. So I switched up the fuel tank with another fuel tank that I had here, and I cleaned the carburetor. I'm hoping this thing will run. It's missing one of the little springs down here, so it might run a little bit erratically, but I'm gonna try and give it a start. So it's not the best weather or conditions here for testing, but we're gonna try this thing out and see what we get. So anyhow, I'm Double Wide 6, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you like small engine repair, I have a bunch of other videos on my YouTube channel under Double Wide 6. Thanks for watching.